This is a quick overview on how to install a PBIT file, specifically Power BI template file, even more specifically Expo XT Webex calling for Power BI. After you've gone through the initial steps of authenticating and granting permission, receiving the database credentials like the username and password, and received the PBIT file through the Expo Hub, you'll simply need to double-click or open up the Power BI template application from within Power BI Desktop. It'll look just like this. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to load up for the first time, but it's going to prompt you for some parameters. You're just going to simply enter in the database name, which is also the customer name, and I'm going to enter in the RangeStart and RangeEnd. You know the RangeStart and RangeEnd from Power BI. That is referring to the incremental refresh. So this can be adjusted, but just needs to follow the specific format to get through the parameters, which it's month, day, year, space, and then you want to make sure that this is exactly one space, AM, PM should be a year. That should work. As soon as I click load, it's going to prompt me for password, right? Which password to the database to access the tables. So this is reaching out to the database, pulling in the fields. Once I enter in the password to the database, notice that I have Windows, database, and Microsoft account. Just going to, again, this is going to be different for you. And I'm going to enter in password, click connect. This, again, will connect to the Azure SQL Server database dedicated to your tenant. As soon as it's loaded up in the system, you're going to need to, for the first time, apply any changes to any queries that didn't load on the first iteration or the first query to the database. So again, apply changes. And then I'm going to manually do a refresh. Then I will have the data pulled from the Azure SQL database into the data set, and I'll be working with the data inside of the Power BI template application on my desktop. So you'll notice it's going through the process here, grabbing all the fields and loading them up into the DB. Then you can click refresh now, and then save, and then publish. To save, just go File, Save, and then pick the location where you want it to store, and then you can publish it, or it'll default require you to publish. If you have any questions, let us know, and have a wonderful day.